inspiration for this CD was quite an interesting point in my life. I'd gotten to a point here where I'd been in California all my life, hadn't been outside the United States. I was kind of feeling as if I needed to go somewhere else to present the music because this was far too commercial a venue for what I was doing. So I started doing a little research on going to Australia, and it was January 1st, 2006. I was on the infamous MySpace, and I ran into this really cute goth-looking girl with a raven on her shoulder, and said Melbourne, Australia. I said, let me look at this girl, and turned out all her musical tastes were very much like mine. I thought, well, this is a good place to ask what the music scene is like in Australia. And got on that plane, and it was the first time I'd relaxed in 6 months. And all of a sudden I was like, what am I thinking? And the realization of how enormous this undertaking was hit me like a ton of bricks. And then when I got there, everything was different than I expected it to be. Australia was different. Even the girl, to some degree, was different, though, as it turned out, fantastic. But it was an odd experience, and it really shot off a wave of songwriting like I've never had before. Expecting it to be sort of this light-hearted opening up, but in some senses I really closed in on myself, which was not what I had expected either. But what I did realize is the trip was not so much about the music, but about getting me to see my life in a whole different way and think a totally different way, and in a way I was going to need to be thinking to actually pursue music as a career.
And the steel will grow cold, and I'm gone.
A lot of the artwork is all photography from Australia. In fact, that was an interesting thing, is that after years of not shooting photography, which was my major in college, I all of a sudden just took it upon myself to start shooting again, and I got hooked. So there's a vast body of work from Australia that will be for sale. A lot of it's online already. A lot of it will be in the album art. The trip was all about opposites. I mean, I was on the opposite side of the world. The trip came out in many ways opposite the way I thought it was. Australia was opposite how I figured it would be. Sometimes this world takes you in a direction that you need to go, not necessarily where you expected to go. There you go. Never what you expect, is it?
Poison and a 2-foot yard. Oh, the sun goes down. A sea of skin, a cathode ray, a belly full of bricks in the dying day. Well, oh, the sun goes down.